might be here for. And the idea that we're here for the opportunity, I think, might be a great way to start our week. So this is a passage I want to share with you from the book Secrets of Heaven, 1683. And it's talking in this particular passage about the difference between heaven and hell. And again, it's important not to look at this as us or them. It's just to look at these parts and say, oh yeah, we recognize these parts in ourselves, these parts that are sort of the darker side, these parts that are more the better angels of our nature, and we're constantly trying to choose better, every day, but we never quite do it perfectly in this life, and that's A-okay as well. So listen to this. I found it really interesting looking at it this morning. Evil by its nature wants to wound everyone. Goodness by its nature wants to hurt no one. That's interesting. The evil feel they are fully alive when they go on the offensive because they are always wanting to destroy. The good feel they are fully alive when they are not attacking anyone, but are taking advantage of the opportunity to help others by protecting them from evil. So let's look at the first part there, with the evil. When that's the shadow side of human nature. That evil part of us, evil in other people, wants to go on the offensive, always wanting to destroy. Now it's easy to think, well, that's not me. I don't really want to destroy other people. But think how many times we do that with our language. I mean, most of the time, most people, thankfully, are not physically tempted that way. But we sure are tempted to high drama situations, to gossip, to slander, to ways to cut other people down behind their back. And all of that is what this is talking about. It's a part of us that just wants to go on the offensive, wants to be heard, wants to hurt other people because we want to be right. We can dress that up in all kinds of nice language, but the reality of it is that when you start getting down to it, it's really very self-centered because it's all about wanting other people to see us a certain way and to see someone else a certain way. And if that's to their detriment and our benefit, so be it. And we have to move away from that. And I think you can see the extremes of that in a political season, obviously. And then it goes on to say, the good feel they are fully alive when they are not attacking anyone, but are taking advantage of the opportunity to help. So there's the difference, right? There's this, I'm going to go on the offensive. I'm going to attack. And there are occasions to do that, but we got to be super careful if we're going down that particular road. And then there's this other part that's much quieter. And it's just like, oh, I'm just here to search for the opportunity to help. And just imagine that. I'm just here to search for the opportunity to help. Not the opportunity to be right, not the opportunity to make a point, not the opportunity to belittle others, not the opportunity to show how they're wrong and I'm right. None of that. I'm just here for the opportunity to serve. That softness, I think, really does get us very quickly into the better angels of our nature. And I was thinking this morning, there's another passage from the book True Christianity. It's sort of considered a cornerstone passage in Christian New Church thought, which is that we are not born into this life for ourselves. We're born here into this life for the sake of others. And that idea of, oh yeah, we're really here to serve. We're really here to look at that opportunity. And I love the idea of the word opportunity there, right? Because it gets away from the idea that we're searching for our agenda. We're moving away from our idea that we always, quote unquote, know exactly how to help other people. I mean, sometimes we might, and sometimes that may be very important that we have certain kinds of knowledge. And yet at the same time, we always have to go upstream and think, what's the opportunity to serve here? And that has to be a quiet, humble place. And boy, do we quickly get to the better angels of our nature. I know I've belabored that a little bit, but I think it's really important. So for this week ahead, let's try to keep that just in our heads, Yeah, what's the opportunity to serve here? And don't ask it with kind of like leaning in. Ask it with leaning back a little bit and just leaning back to hear what the situation and what other people are sharing with you about what help might actually look like here. And once you get a sense of that, go do it, go and do it. And that's the trick. So friends, may you have a week living into that opportunity. That's our thought as we start this beautiful October weekend here coming up. So with that, dear friends, what we're going to do now is we're going to shift gears. And when we shift gears here at New Church Live, we take a little breath, We do a little meditation, we do a little prayer, we do a little blessing, and then we say hi to folks on Facebook. So our blessing, our quieter part, starts with a prayer bell. So you just listen to it until the sound goes, and then we'll do a little meditation from the Old Testament. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I. Be still and know that. Be still and know. Be still and. Be still. Be. Our Father, who art in the heavens, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, as in heaven, so upon the earth. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we also forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you, bring you peace, and bring you home. Amen. All right, dear friends, let's give a little cheery hello to those who might be joining us online today. And again, I hope you all have a wonderful, beautiful week stretching out ahead of you. I know we certainly do here. Terry writes, wow, we needed this reminder this month. Not always easy. Thank you. And it really is, Sherry. I mean, I think with the election season, especially in Pennsylvania, it's going to be a battleground state. And even that, like, oh man, just even look at that word battleground. Like, I don't want to be in a battleground. That's just not it. So let's just all find the opportunity to serve. A much better way to go. Marcus, good morning to you, buddy. I hope you're doing well. And thank you as always, and as you always do, for a wonderful job directing our production of music on Sundays. It was a beautiful, beautiful service. All right, friends, that's the end of the comments there. So wishing you all the best. Again, feel free to leave an archived comment. Always great to hear from those of you joining us, no matter where that might be from. Be that from as far away as Australia or as near as Huntington Valley. Great to always hear from those of you who join us at New Church Live. So God